Back a few months ago, we discovered how Activision and Microsoft beat the FTC to acquire them in the United States. But back then, also a few months ago, we could not see them doing this in the UK. However, yesterday, September 22nd, 2023, they have a deal, ladies and gentlemen. And we're about to read about this deal thanks to IGN. So please come with me on this journey as we read this article. This article was written by Wesley Whitgen Poe, and the headline reads as follows: Microsoft Activision buyout looks to set to close in October after United Kingdom finally approves the deal, and the CMA has issued the decision. So let's read. In April, the UK's Competition and Markets Authority, the CMA, announced its final report on the acquisition, citing competition concerns among cloud gaming in the United Kingdom. Since then, Microsoft has defeated the US Federal Trade Commission in court (FTC), obtained approval from key regulator the European Commission, and secured an agreement with my console rival Sony for the provision of Activision games on PlayStation for a decade. Then in August, Microsoft submitted a new Activision Blizzard deal for review after the CMA confirmed its original deal was blocked. The revised deal involves selling off Activision Cloud games rights to Ubisoft, which would now be free to port cloud versions of Activision Blizzard games to any platform, including Nintendo Switch. Today, or I should say yesterday, September 22nd, the CMA said the new deal addresses its previous concerns and opens the door to the deal being cleared. Microsoft has an October 18th deadline to deliver the buyout, which now looks inevitable. The CMA said that it had, quote, limited residual concerns, and, quote, that certain provisions in the sale of Activision's cloud streaming rights to Ubisoft could be circumvented, terminated, or not enforced. In response, Microsoft offered remedies to ensure the terms of the sale of Activision's rights to Ubisoft are enforceable by the CMA. The CMA now has provisionally concluded this additional protection to resolve those residual concerns and is now consulting on the remedies before making a final decision. Sarah Cardell, the CEO of the CMA, criticized Microsoft for not offering this new deal sooner. The CMA position has been consistent throughout. This merger could only go ahead if competition, innovation, and choice in cloud gaming was preserved. In response to our original prohibition, Microsoft has sustainably restructured the deal, taking the necessary steps to address our original concerns, said Cordell. And she continues with, quote, it would have been far better, though, if Microsoft had put this restructure during our original investigation. This case illustrates the cost, uncertainty, and delay that parties can incur if a credible and effective remedy option exists but is not put on the table at the right time. End quote. Microsoft President Brad Smith commented, quote, we are encouraged by this positive development in the CMA's review process. We are presented we presented solutions that we fully address the CMA's remaining concerns related to cloud gaming streaming, and we will continue to work toward earning approval to close prior to the October 18 deadline. End quote. In an email to employees, Activision Blizzard boss Bobby Kotick called the CMA's approval, quote, critical to completing our merger, end quote. And he continues with the following. The next step is for the CMA to gather third party feedback, after which the CMA will reach a final decision, Bobby Kotick said. And he continues with, as I said, we announced the deal. This transaction will help us accelerate our ambitions for the future of gaming and enable us to better serve our players. Microsoft recognizes the commitment to excellence and creative independence that has served us well for the last 30 years. I am confident that the resources, technology, and tools will provide us for even greater opportunities to create even better games. And he continues with, this is a significant milestone for the merger and a testament to our solution orientated work with regulators. I remain optimistic as we continue this journey toward completion and am very grateful to each of you for your dedication and focus throughout this process. And he concludes with, as the regulators continue the process, I will keep you updated on our progress toward our expected closing. End quote. And finally, in this article, we have this. Thoughts now can turn to Microsoft integration of the Activision Blizzard business and the future of games such as Call of Duty. In an August interview with IGN, Xbox boss Phil Spencer indicated work would need to be done to get Activision Blizzard's games on the Game Pass once the deal closes. And he says this, quote, I want to make sure people know that there's work to actually move games to Game Pass, Spencer said, and he continues with, so for the people who think the deal is going to close and then everything's available, that's not true. And it's been and that hasn't been true in other acquisition that we've done. There's work for us to do to go do. It's just mechanical work for us to do. So it will take us definitely time. It will take us time. Definitely time to get the games into our portfolio. End of quote and end of article. So I give you this. Here's my thoughts about this. The fact that they took too long to put the deal on the table shows us that they they're a little bit behind on the eight ball because this deal would have been done earlier back when we started covering this with the FTC. It would have been done earlier, and we could have gotten Xbox Game Pass earlier in terms of the games they are covering, like from King, Activision Blizzard, Call of Duty, onto Game Pass. And then we had to make sure that we covered this correctly with the CMA and the FTC. Okay? Now, the question is this. Today's question of the day for this article. How happy are you all that Microsoft and Activision are officially merging not only in the United States but with the United Kingdom? Let me know down there in the comment section below. And for all things gaming news, and starting very soon, we're gonna start video game reviews. Yes, I am doing video game reviews soon. Stay tuned right here on the Yuki Productions channel, y'all. And that, my friends, is the end of this article. And that's the end of this article reading. Enjoy, have a great day, and we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys soon for another article reading.